welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are gonna use ChatGPT to find a strategy based on Ichimoku indicator, and then we are gonna use StrategyQuant X, which is a software. This software to configure this strategy, and we are gonna use the engine AI based to build a more profitable strategy, adding a new filter. So let's go with that. For the ones who don't know, this is the Ichimoku indicator. It has many bands, and we can build strategies analyzing these bands, right? For that, I have used ChatGPT to ask how can we build an Ichimoku strategy. So for that, my first question was how Ichimoku indicator works. How does Ichimoku indicator works? It explains these 5 components, right? The 5 bands that you see here. So for that, ChatGPT proposed to configure and by signal, propose 3 by signals, right? I chose the first, which is the close of the candle, the current candle is greater than Senko band A. So the first question I did to ChatGPT is how many periods, because it's telling me that it's 0, but when I read it's 26, so this doesn't make any sense. I asked them how should I configure Senko span A 0, and I asked ChatGPT why 26 if you said it's 0, and then you recognize it was a mistake. So let's configure that, right? To StrategyQuant, and you go to Algo Wizard. Let's do this from the beginning. I'm gonna do new strategy, full editor, create basic template. I'm gonna add my first condition, which is close 0, close shift 0. It means that we are in the current candle is greater than the Ichimoku Senko. We said 26, right? And the shift is 26, and we set the span A. The next one is the close of current Ichimoku Senko 52 and 26, span B, right? Like that. Yeah, finish like that. Senko close 0 greater than span 8, 26 and 26. Didn't save. 26 span B. Entry at market. We are gonna exit after 20 hours. For that, I need to configure. I'm gonna test it in MetaTrader 5 hedge index, Standard & Poor's 500, time frame of 4 hours. Right, I'm gonna exit after, if it's time frame of 4 hours, 4 times 5, 20 hours. I'm gonna set it up as 20 hours. I'm gonna run full backtest. So I have a profitable strategy of 2,284 trades, right? I'm gonna save it as Ichimoku Senko greater than B. Yeah. So we have the first strategy. As we mentioned before, we are gonna add a filter random condition to make even more profitable this. For that, I need to activate this advanced feature, which is to save it as a template. So we are gonna use template to use it in Builder. For that, I'm gonna add a random condition here. This is the filter that we said that we are gonna add. We are adding a filter. Instead of exiting at 5 bars, we are gonna generate this randomly, and instead of 5, we are gonna say from 1 to 10, and we are gonna try every one candle. So it means that we are gonna go from 1 to 10, one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 6 until 10. StrategyQuant will check randomly which is the best strategy. Profit and stop loss also randomly. We are gonna save this, save to file, Ichimoku greater than B. I should save it as template, okay? This is the template. I will save it as template. I'm not gonna save it now, it's already saved. I already did this. And we are gonna go to Builder. Right, I'm gonna clear all this from the beginning. I'm gonna go to full settings, go to build. I'm gonna choose strategy type, strategy from the template, and I'm gonna use this one that we have configured. Right, the configuration is I'm gonna use a genetic evolution conditions to generate. I only want one, minimum one and maximum one. I'm forcing StrategyQuant to use one filter. The stop loss is required, the take profit is required, genetic options, return round down is greater than 1. I'm not going to explain in this video what's the functionalities of this of genetic options, but let's take this for granted by now. The data I'm gonna use MetaTrader 5 Standard & Plus from 2012 to 2022 to generate the strategies. I'm gonna use a time frame of 4 hours. We said these trading options, I'm not gonna explain this, but let's take it as default. Market optimization, we are using the broker Darwinism. Building blocks, this is important. We are gonna enter at market. We are using stop loss, profit target, and exit bar, and we are gonna use all of these indicators because this random condition are gonna have randomly some of those indicators that we are checking here, right? This won't be used this time because we are entering a market and not a stop or limit. The money management is 0.1 lots of a capital of 10,000, and let's start with that. I'm gonna leave this. You see, is improving, is creating strategies, is looking. So once it finds strategies, they will StrategyQuant will put them here. For that, I set it up and I set up the ranking, saying you will store strategies until 1020 and you will stop it when it's full. So when this number gets to 1020, StrategyQuant will stop. Now it's looking. Let's order this by return down, right? So look, you see the strategy that we created at the beginning didn't have this, didn't have this, and we said we are gonna remove this. After 5 hours, we said, right? I'm gonna disable this. I'm gonna run full backtest, and we see that it has a drawdown of 4.272. I'm gonna do a screenshot so we can compare what's the other strategy. So I ordered by return drawdown, right? If you click here, you will see that this strategy has a return drawdown ratio of 8.33, and the one that we have before was 4.72. It means that this strategy has reduced the amount of trades of 2000 to only 192 and has increased the return round date ratio, right? Just for curiosity, I want to know which is this random filter that has added. If I go to source code, pseudocode, I will see that this is the entry rule. These two rules were the ones that we chose, right? Ichimoku. But the third rule has added randomly by StrategyQuant, and we checked that it's checking that the Fibonacci high-low of the previous week at a 61% of retracement is lower or equals than the don't change channel, the middle channel of the previous bar. So we are gonna see how's the overview and how's the equity chart look. By that time, StrategyQuant has finished to find the 1020 strategies. It finished. So you have 1020 strategies to find. And you see this is the curve. You see this is a curve that has a stagnation of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years more or less. Stagnation means that it didn't do a high of all time for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, right? This is a better strategy maybe. The source code also is related to FIU and on-chain. Has similar filters because it's using a genetic algorithm to find strategies. So that's it. Thanks for joining my YouTube channel. See you next time.